Hi viewers, today is a great day. Yes, here I am with Mr. Siva, an electrical engineer, and he is an expert. He is still in the domain, yes, electrical engineering field. And on behalf of you and behalf of Refresh Engineers, I welcome Mr. Shiva. Yes, Mr. Shiva, welcome you back on this platform, and I am very happy that you are going to share more information, more insight information about the electrical engineering field. So, in in my circle, I have seen very less people after completing the electrical engineering, and they have just placed in the right domain, the core domain. Yes, some of the friends are very few friends. You are one of the best, I can say, who is working in oil and gas or petrochemical industry or other major engineering industries. So I need your view how you engage in your functional domain as an electrical engineer. Yes, I'm expecting some spark. Being an electrical engineer, you are going to give a good spark for the emerging electrical engineers and electrical aspirants. Come on, over to you, Siva.
Hi, Senthil, and hi, viewers. First of all, thank you for the heartwarming welcome. I really feel honored to be invited to talk about my insight, which will be helpful for the viewers and others who are really having the aspiration to come up in the health career. So I hope this discussion is going to help them at least a bit. Coming to your question, electrical engineer. Being an electrical engineer, as you rightly said, it's not an easy. It's not a very easy take for them to be placed in. Right industry. So many of the electrical engineers, if they are not placed in design or in projects, and they are stranded, and as a maintenance engineer, they are not rightly placed in a appropriate industry. So in that way, I really feel fortunate to be placed in a petrochemical industry in a first place. Just to guide other electrical engineers who are in other industries working as a maintenance engineer, I recommend that, being an electrical engineer in oil and gas or petrochemical is very crucial because anyway, we are going to maintain the same transformer, motors, and motor control centers, power control centers, whatever they are maintaining in other industries. The same equipment are going to be maintained in petrochemical and oil and gas also. But the thing is that being a major source of ignition to the plant, which will even cause an explosion in the oil and gas industry, being a major source of ignition, the electrical equipment, the choice of electrical equipment, and the design and the maintenance practice is very crucial here. So they are supposed to learn a little more about the hazardous area classification and how the electrical equipment are designed in order to apt the hazardous area in oil and gas and petrochemical industry. So for that sake, if they are not aware about hazardous area classification and the choice of electrical equipment and the maintenance practices, they can. I prefer there is a certification offered by IECX, compact certification, and NEC 500. There are standards. It's an American standard, which is explaining the hazardous area classification and the electrical equipment choice and the maintenance practices. So they can read about it, and even the certification they can go for it. IECX compact certification, they can go for it, which is IEC 60079 certification, and it is in various parts and categories. So for the installation, for the commissioning, for the maintenance, it differs. So they can go for it. That will really help them for an entry into the oil and gas or petrochemical industry.
Okay, great information. So such certification can be more suitable for, I can say, the beginners who are in the 2 years or 3 years experience in any of the electrical engineering field, or why I'm asking these questions, after finishing their engineering, particularly in the electrical field, I can say 80 to 90%. It is my rough idea, in my view. They are switching over to an IT industry or non-electrical industry or management industry, or service industry. So what is the ratio you are thinking as per your, because you know the circle, Even the people who are working in the IT industry, say for example, having a 2 years or 3 years experience, will they get the opportunity in your view?
In maintenance, to get an opportunity in oil and gas right from the IT industry, being only because they are an electrical graduate, is not easy. So they
Uh-huh.
need to have a maintenance practice anyway.
Okay.
So the maintenance practice is very much mandatory, even for the certification that we talked about, for the hazardous area classification complex certification.
Okay.
That's going to help who are already excelling in the maintenance practices.
Okay.
So in case they are lacking in maintenance capabilities, these certifications will not help them at all. So that is
Okay.
that is going to be a minimum criteria for them to enter into an oil and gas, because they won't entertain people who are not even having the experience of maintenance in any industry and the knowledge
Yes.
of hazardous area, and it's going to be a very risk for them. I mean,
Yes.
they cannot take an electrical, because engineer's decision is going to matter a lot. So
Yes.
as you know, because if any wrong choice of material and any wrong choice of maintenance practices, that
Yes.
will give an ignition, and in case of I mean unfavorable atmosphere, that will even
Okay.
cause an explosion. So they can't take a risk of recruiting an engineer without having experience in maintenance field. So that's
Great.
not easy. From IT, I don't think getting into the I mean oil and gas and petrochemical is easier for them, but they can try going to other industries where the risk is very less, like automobiles or some other
Uh-huh.
industries where they can utilities,
Uh-huh.
where there is no risk at
Even
all,
marine
where
marine industries also.
yeah. And mar- yeah, even marine it needs some practices, because even
Okay.
marine it
The
needs
risk
some
is more.
practices.
The
But
risk is
they
more.
can go for I mean automobile, where the risk is utilities, where the risk is only the electrocution or the shock hazard, the ignition or the explosion. Yeah, yeah, it is not going to be there. So they can go and practice maintenance there. Even in the high voltages they can practice, and then with the help of certification they can try an entry into petrochemical and oil and gas.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Very, very, very useful and great information. And I would like to listen from you how you started the journey, how you still engage. So, my intention is I'm very curious. Yes, once upon a time, you are also a fresher. How you started and engage in the maintenance engineer?
Right. One issue from our engineering background and to our level of exposure, when once we are graduated and we are not aware what are all the industries are open to us. I mean, we will be having a scope to I mean enhance our career and to I mean for the career elevation. So uh, that kind of idea we are not having at all. Such I also got past my degree in such way, and I was looking for a job and I was ready even for the software job, but
Okay.
it was an off campus. Really, I was not having any idea at all it is a petrochemical and it is going to help me in my future, for my career. So those things I was not aware at all. So I just gave an interview in the off campus, and it was almost 1 year of struggle in Chennai. I
Okay.
don't think it's uncommon for any graduate who are not getting placed in the college. It's common for everybody. So
Yes.
it's an
Yes.
almost 1 year of struggle. 1 year I was working here and there, projects, some companies, wherever I'm getting job, just to run my life in Chennai. Then
Of
it was an
course.
off campus. So I got placed in a petrochemical company.
Great.
Luckily, it was a petrochemical company. I was not
Great.
aware that it is going to help me in future. So I got
Oh,
placed.
great.
I just utilized the opportunity. I'm really not aware uh, how I am going to improve myself in the
Okay.
industry, and how I am going to keep my still. I only kept progressing myself. I mean, improving myself every day,
Oh,
learning
great.
I mean at least one new thing every day, that's going to help you. So finally it helped me to, after 5 years I got an opportunity in a international platform in Middle East. Then that's how the journey started, and that's also a surprise, and getting an opportunity in Middle East, that also in a right platform called reliability. That's another
Yes.
that diverted my journey again, and
Yes.
so that's how it happened.
Oh, so it is a very challenging environment you are into. Yes, most of the beginners are still, I can say, the aspirant electrical engineers. Still, they are soaking in the challenges. yes, this will help. This information will help those people. And as you told, the reliability, the journey, the term reliability, it is very sensitive in many industries. How do you tackle this for the in the field of electrical engineers? So what I understood, if you take the reliability, particularly in the electrical engineering field, is very minimum people got engaged and got opportunity, particularly the electrical engineering field. So if you are surviving in that, not surviving, if you are still engaging, means something uh, we are expecting from you. So what is the trick, or what is the main challenges, how you need to engage in the reliability?
Yeah. As told earlier, my career started as a reliability engineer when I got a Middle East opportunity. So until that time, I heard about the term reliability and reliability centered maintenance, but I I did not have the practice, and the I did not even realize the benefit of them.
Okay.
So I was working in that company as a reliability subject matter expert electrical. So I started getting excited uh, when such progress are the procedures are the processes that's gone through in order to develop a right maintenance strategy to the maintenance people out there. So that really excited me, and that started triggering me for the self learning. Self learning is going to help us the most. That's what I believe. Because if you are looking for some certification, that will if you are waiting for some certification to elevate our career, that is really not going to happen. If you are in a hunt, and if you are really in a hunger to learn
Yes.
something, you will learn by yourself. So if something is not understandable, then you go for a certification and do it. That's my approach. So I started learning it by myself, and I was having enough resources in that company. So I started learning it. I understood what is reliability, and I understood how beautiful it is behind the maintenance strategies. And I also have understood that this reliability is not in the complete implementation that is really helping the maintenance or the management. So something needs to be enhanced every time, and that is happening in each and every industry. But first, in first place, just to enhance something, you need to have an initiation. So just initiate
Yes.
reliability and then keep enhancing it, and your maintenance will be enhanced over the period of time. That's the concept of it. Um, then I realized it. So these realizations are really important. Being a reliability engineer, you should not disapprove that these processes and practices are only time wasting, and it's not really helping the maintenance. Those kind of attitude you should not have. Basically, you should really get excited about it. Then you will
Right.
learn every day. You will learn, and you will improve, and by that way you will improve even the
Yes.
the maintenance practices. Definition of reliability, I don't know how it is going to help, but it will help you to understand what is reliability at least. So the definition says that it is a probability that an item will perform its required function under specific conditions for a specific period of time. So
Okay.
this is not really intriguing, and it is not giving full idea of reliability, but an example will enlighten you. Being an electrical engineer, I can give an example of a bulb.
Right.
A bulb, if it is said to be giving 250 lumens of light for 10,000 hours of life, for 230 volt and 50 hertz. 230 volt and 50 hertz is the specific condition, and even the ambient temperature, whatever they are giving, it is a specific condition. And the specific period is 10,000 hours for what the life of bulb is assured. And the 250 lumens is the required function, what we are expecting from the bulb itself. So if the bulb is giving 250 lumens throughout the 10,000 hours of life without a failure under the specific condition, which is 230 volt and 50 hertz, the bulb is called reliable. If the bulb fails to give 250 lumens, even if it gives 240 lumens or 230 lumens, then that bulb is not reliable. So it needs to give the required function. it doesn't mean that the bulb is anyway, it is giving its light. So the required function is 250 lumen, it is supposed to give 250 lumen. If it is giving 240 lumen even before the 10,000 hours of life, then it is not reliable. The reliability engineer's job is to confirm the specific condition, which is 230 volt and 50 hertz, whether it is rightly given to the equipment. In case of process, in case of operation, considering a motor, even the process conditions or the process operating parameters, it is coming under the specific conditions. If that changes, that is going to change the life of a motor. So if the motor fails before your maintenance strategy, either your maintenance strategy judgment fails, or the reliability fails, or the process operating conditions are not in the specific condition, it has changed. So one of this is going to be a cause. So reliability engineer has to understand, they have to fragmentize, they have to segregate the possible causes of any failure or the reliability failure, and they need to have such approach to improve their maintenance practices and also for the design changes. This is just an outline of reliability. I hope this clarifies what is reliability from maintenance.
Shiva, you nailed it. You have very good explanation, and this will clearly reach for the electrical engineers who are in the beginning level. But of course, I didn't understand many things. But in the next video, I would like to present you the basic of electrical in the reliability aspects. So this is my request. So it will help everyone, not only the electrical engineers. It will help all the people who want to understand about the electrical, particularly in the maintenance and reliability. Really a very good information. And moreover, the reliability, yes, the reliability, the term, I can, yes, as you said, in the oil and gas or petrochemicals. So it is widely spread in all the industries, or still it is in particular industry.
Reliability, when we say reliability, what we are working as a reliability engineer, as a subject matter expert, who are helping
particularly in the engineering field, electrical engineering
field. Electrical discipline, and we are helping the reliability facilitators, like who are doing the asset criticality analysis or the reliability centered maintenance and root cause analysis, who are performing all this, and we are representing as an electrical subject matter expert, and we are giving our input to them in order to complete the process. So most of the time it will be finding the failure modes, probable failure modes, dominant failure modes, and the effect of the failure modes, and what is the function of that particular electrical equipment, and how, in what are all the way it will fail to fulfill its function. So we are these are all the things that we are supporting. And other thing in reliability is that who is facilitating these studies, who is study facilitators, RCM facilitators, and reliability engineering. Reliability engineering is more of statistics. So there they are handling statistics. They are really evaluating with the data, and they are evaluating the remaining life of the equipment or an item. So that is there everywhere. Even when they are giving a warranty for a mixie or pressure cooker, they need to evaluate. It needs to be evaluated whether this is going to give the lifetime of this warranty. If otherwise they will lose their reputation, and so there is a reliability engineer in their industry also who is evaluating the life of that particular item with all assembled, with all the integrals assembled. So reliability engineering is everywhere in all the industry, who has to evaluate the life of that particular component or the complete assembly. But what we are doing as a reliability reliability subject matter expert, we are supporting the studies, we are supporting maintenance. Our main motive is to improve the maintenance strategy or the inventory strategies for the operating plant. So this is what we are doing.
So it is widely spread. So coming to what you said is rightly the very good example about the household items. So when you say about the household items like mixer, grinder, or electric heaters or kettles, so it means it is spreading all over the industries. So still reliability is it start from our home, our own home, I can say. But when you start speaking about the reliability engineering, they are more into the statistics or data. So it means, in my guess, Yes, it might be required in the IT industry also. So most of the IT or the service industries also they involved in this reliability study, particularly in the electrical engineering field.
IT industries, actually, IT industries developing a model, a reliability model from their side, and they are supporting for the manufacturing industries. Yes, it has started already, and they are recruiting reliability engineers for there who are really having software knowledge as well, who is having the maintenance knowledge and the reliability knowledge, and also their software knowledge. They are getting recruited to the IT industries also, because it is one of the support they are giving to the manufacturing industries.
Okay. Oh, that's great. That's great. So one advice I need to from you. So nowadays, after completing, when many of the students they prefer for the college. Now it is a college opening admission time. So when I see randomly, when I pick, especially the boys circle, I can say 80 to 90% they want to choose their career in the mechanical path, and very less percentage wants to go in electrical. So, what is your view? How you can give some interest or very good essence? Because I know you are very much enjoying in your work. So, I would like to listen from you to give you a great advice about the career in electrical engineer.
Career in electrical engineer, as stated earlier, it is really crucial in oil and gas and petrochemical, because a good electrical engineer is always in demand. So because people are looking for an electrical engineer who is really having knowledge in hazardous area and maintenance practices, so who can understand the reliability procedures and processes, they are really in demand. So they don't have to hesitate to choose electrical engineer only because the career is very weak in electrical engineering. But if their choice is not very certain and they are not really I mean in want of electrical engineering, and they can go for mechanical engineering, because mechanical engineering, I mean, even if we talk about reliability, there is a scope for mechanical engineer and reliability more than the electrical engineer. So mechanical engineering is also a very good choice for the I mean, reliability engineering, and also for the oil and gas and petrochemical.
Okay. So this is good information. Yes, Shiva, I would like to listen from you. Could you please provide some useful interview tips for our emerging engineers, electrical engineers? So how they can prepare, especially in the beginners level.
If you are an electrical engineer, or for the beginners, I suggest they can be thorough about the maintenance practices that is followed. Maintenance means even the preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance, the shutdown maintenance, what are all the overhauling practices that is followed for the transformers, motors, motor control centers, power control centers, and something about relay testing and such. They can be thorough about all this. It is for the beginners. And even if some of the practices are not followed in their plant, they can just be aware, and they can read about it in the internet. What are all the latest trends in condition monitoring or the preventive maintenance practices for the motors and transformers, breakers, so that they can read about it. That will really help them. If they are stating that if these are all the trends available in the market, but we are not following it, that is really going to help them in an interview. So yes. Interviewer will expect them how they are exploring about the trends, even though they are not following in their plant. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So if for an engineer of more than 5 years of experience, just be ready. In addition to all this, just be ready with scenarios and achievements that they have encountered, or the critical situations that they have passed and they have managed in their plant. That one single scenario or that one single achievement, that is really going to help them in an interview.
Oh, great.
So they need to practice how to explain it to an interviewer. That scenario is going to help them for an entry. Yeah.
Oh, great. So this scenario, apart from this, yes, Shiva, actually you gave us a very great information, but I would like to know, yes, on behalf of the viewers, is there any particular certification is required as a beginner or in the middle level engineers to proceed through the maintenance field or reliability field in oil and gas industry? So I would like to listen from you.
Yes, indeed. For an aspirant maintenance engineer who are looking for a switch to reliability, they may go for CMRP, Certified Maintenance Reliability Professional Certification,
Okay.
which is given by SMRP. They are the society.
Okay.
And that is CRE, Certified Reliability Engineer, which is given by ASQ. This is also American society. And Aladon
Okay, Aladon, related to RCM, right?
RCM, yeah.
Reliability
Aladon
center
is,
maintenance. Okay, got it.
yeah, they are giving certification on Meridium. Meridium is one single tool for the APM, asset performance maintenance. So
Yes.
so they are giving Meridium certification for the RCM facilitator, RCM initiator.
Okay.
So these things they can go ahead for the for a token of entry to the reliability from maintenance engineering.
Got it. So Shiva, thank you so much for providing such information. And we understood your journey is very challenging to proceed in the electrical engineering field throughout your career. And I'm wishing you all the best on behalf of our fresh engineers to proceed in your career and need to give more information, and you need to glorify in your career more. And once again, we would like to interact with you for a very good subject on the electrical engineers. So thank you so much for your view. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sendil. And it is really an appreciable effort by reference engineers and you especially, because there is only a negative or a discouraging environment available in social media for the aspirant engineers. So, the people who are going to select the engineering as a career, or when they are after their higher HSC, when they are choosing engineering colleges, they are really reluctant because of these negative approaches which is given in the social media.
Yes.
So such effort is really helping such students who are especially middle benchers, who are influenced very easily by the social media.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is really an appreciable effort, and I wish you and the team all success and to grow.
Thank you so much
in all your efforts and your journey.
Thank you so much. It's a very valid information, Shiva, and this will help all the peoples. We should develop the positivity for growing in all the areas. So with this, we are going to finish this meeting soon. We will come up with another meeting, and viewers, you can ask a lot of questions related to electrical engineering. Yes, we have our expert Shiva. He can provide all required information. So whatever your queries. So keep on watching the videos. See you then.
See you.